What is a sentence in English language? I know most of the times you've been seeing this word sentence in English, but you don't know what it means. Well, today I'm going to further explain to you and you clearly understand what it means in the English language. Okay, but remember, here we learn English with ease. If you're new to this channel and you find this video of great value to you, please subscribe and like and share such that many people do benefit from this channel. Okay, let's get it moving. A sentence in English, by definition, it can be described as a sentence is a group of words that make complete sense. So a sentence comprises of group of words. Let's first analyze this. Let's first understand what a group of words mean. A group of words means many words that come together or that are joined together to form what we call a sentence. An example. In an example like, I have a toy in my bag. We have how many words? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 7 words that are joined together to form one sentence. So this is one sentence because it is a group of words, but these words must make complete sense. Hope we are together. In other words, a sentence is a group of words that are written together or that are wrote together to make complete sense. By definition, a sentence is just made up of words that tell a story, words that explain what the audience or what the user is trying to say or is trying to express to the audience. Hope we are together. So in other words, that is a sentence in English. Remember, we said a sentence comprises of English words. Yes, in English context, a sentence must comprise of English words. For instance, I is an English word. Have, toy, my bag. These are words in English language. So in other words, a sentence in English must have English words. Okay. It has subject, verb, and object. Once again, a sentence in English comprises of English words and it has subject, verb, and object. We are going to look at subject, verb, object in the coming videos. But today, I want us to understand what a sentence means. So, a sentence must comprise of the subject. For example, if I say, I have a toy in my bag. So the person speaking or the person expressing what is taking place is what we call the subject in English. So in this case, I am talking about myself. So I is my subject. What is the verb? The verb is the action being carried out. Let me give you another example. If I say we are running. So we are running. The verb is running and the subject is we. Are we together? Object, if I say they are playing tennis, they are playing tennis. So they is the subject. Playing is what is taking place, is the verb or is the action. And the object, what the action takes place to, is what are you playing? They are playing tennis. So tennis is the object. Okay, so a sentence also indicates a complete thought. What do I mean by this? So it expresses what the user is trying to say, or it expresses what the person is trying to put forward. For instance, if I say, the dog is barking, the dog is barking. In this, the person is trying to say, the dog, what is the dog doing? Is barking. Are we together? So a sentence must complete the thought of the person narrating or telling what is happening. In other words, a sentence must show complete sense. Are we together? So a sentence must show what a person is trying to talk about. For instance, the dog is barking. So in this case, the person is trying to tell us that the dog is performing some action. So what is the action? The dog is barking. So the action being performed is barking. In other words, this sentence shows us what the person is trying to express about what the dog is doing. In other words, the sentence must complete the thought of the person telling us what he or she is talking about. Are we together? Okay, a sentence also can have punctuation marks. Let's have an example. I have a toy in my bag, ending with a full stop. So a full stop, if you are asking something, you say, what is your name? What is your name? So you end it with a question mark. In other words, this sentence is a question. It's asking someone about his or her name. So in other words, this sentence is a question because it ends with a question mark. So a sentence can have punctuation marks like question mark, a comma, a full stop, and an exclamation mark. It depends on what kind of sentence it is. Okay, so a sentence can have a punctuation mark. Also, sentences can be of types. We have positive sentences and negative sentences. With positive sentences, they agree to what the user is talking about, whereas negative sentences, they disagree about what the user is talking about. For instance, if I say, I have a toy in my bag. So this is a positive sentence because you are agreeing to what you are saying. Whereas if I make this sentence into a negative sentence, it will be, I don't have a toy in my bag. I don't have a toy in my bag. It's a negative sentence. So positive sentences, they agree, whereas negative sentences, they are disagreeing. And negative sentences, they have a not or don't in them. So there are positive sentences and negative sentences. I made a video on positive and negative sentences in the English context. You can have a look at it. Okay, let's have some examples of sentences. Hope now you have some insights about what a sentence means in the English language. Number one, we have, I have a toy in my bag. This is an example of a sentence because it comprises of words, but these words make sense. Are we together? So I have a toy in my bag. The toy is inside the bag. It's a positive sentence. The dog is barking. The dog is barking. The subject is the dog because we're talking about the animal called dog. What is the action? Barking. So barking is the verb. We are running. We are running. We is a pronoun. I made a video on pronouns. You can watch it. So we are running. We is the subject. Running is the verb, the activity being carried out. They are playing tennis. Once again, they are playing tennis. For instance, you're referring to a group of boys. You are going to say, they are playing tennis. I am going home. I am going home. You're walking away and you're going home. So you say, I am walking home. I am going home. The room is so dark, and many other sentences. But today, hope you've understood what a sentence means in English. Once again, it's a group of words. When joined together, they make sense. Sentence comprises of English words. It has subject, verb, and object. Indicates a complete thought of what you are trying to talk about. Can have punctuation marks, as I've earlier told. Sentences can be of positive and negative in English language. Okay, that is it in this video. Let's meet up in the next video. If you like the video, please give it a thumbs up icon such that I'm motivated to post more videos like this. Bye bye.